doing a domestic flight.
Are you excited to try out your first In-N-Out
Yes,
burger?
I mean, everyone speaks about In-N-Out when they come to LA. So,
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to try it out.
Is this your first time in LA?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's my first time in LA and in the West Coast because I've been to Chicago, Florida, New York, but never to LA.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad we're making history with you right now. Oh my god.
Every single Supra trip for me has been history making.
Oh my god.
It's my first time in every single place I've been thanks to Supra.
Yes.
So.
Oh, I wish everyone Andre Gerard were with us right now.
I know. I mean, I'll get to see them now in July, but
Yeah.
I wish they were here, of course. They're always so much fun.
Are they going to Puerto Rico in July?
No, in
No.
Poland.
In Poland, I'm going to
you're
Poland.
flying to Poland.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a very busy weekend for Supra.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spain.
Yes,
US,
Shani is in Spain.
Indonesia.
Then in Nepal is Antonia,
Baro,
and
yeah.
Andre.
And Andre, it's also
Yeah.
Nepal.
Yeah.
And of course, my
You
hometown
and Katrina.
girl.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah, but like also, like what I was saying, my homegirl, Carla, is in Indonesia.
Oh yeah, Carla
She's in
Guivo.
Italy. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my
Getting
god,
the
I'm
whole
happy for
experience
you.
of Q3.
Oh my god, the
And
perks
of
of
course,
being a
here with Katrina.
Yes. Oh my god, it's Supra's taking over the world right now.
Over the world in just
Yeah,
one weekend.
Just one weekend. Supra fever is sweeping across the whole world right now. All right, can't wait for our In-N-Out.
Let's go to In-N-Out.
Yes.
The funniest thing is
We're here. We're finally here inside In-N-Out Theater. In-N-Out Theater. In-N-Out Burger. Yeah, and Valeria's having her first double burger.
I
the
don't know how I'm
bestseller
gonna
here.
do this. Let's see. Don't make fun of me. It's a big fun.
How were you able to know about In-N-Out from relatives word of mouth back home?
Because it's like very famous from here.
Uh-huh.
And like, of course I see TV from US and programs that are based in LA.
Yeah.
So you get to see it.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone that comes here says that you have to have it. So
Yeah. Only in LA. I mean, only here in West Coast. You cannot find that in New York or elsewhere in the US. It's like an LA thing.
it's an LA thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
How was it?
It's really good. I mean, it's a burger. It's good.
How do you find the burger?
Tasty. Now I am hungry.
Yeah.
It's like caramelized onions.
Grilled onions, I think. Look at them. I ordered hamburger. I'm gonna eat mine.
You have the hamburger and then have the double.
When it's
Queen
supposed to be
diet.
the other way around. The beauty queen is eating more than the pageant fan.
Queen's diet.
You know, I love their fries.
They're good.
You know, it's very fresh and crisp.
It's salty.
Yeah. On the outside, but it's so soft in the inside. Oh, there's the cat here. I feel like this is my crown.
New crown.
You're not seen in the video. Like it's just your face. So kailangan mong gumana ng konti. Yeah. Right.
So guys, I like their patties here. It's cooked well. Ang warm. I hardly eat burgers back home. I put too much on. This is fast food burger. correct? And to keep up with you guys, I also have to maintain my weight. You know, I'm a candidate too. I'm joining the transformation phase with you girls as well.
You have to stay on diet.
Yeah. How do you find the patties?
It's actually good because it's not, I hate when patties are too big. Like the meat that's like this, I hate it because I feel like I can just bite and taste just meat instead of the whole mixture of the burger. So even though this is double, it's a slim meat and I can still taste everything. So I'm liking it.
I don't know how they cook their patties here. It's good. It's better than the other fast food. You know how I really find it very impressive that In-N-Out stayed true to its core, just serving burgers without adding too much on the menu during since their inception years. I mean, unlike the other fast food chains, which I won't name anymore, but yeah, it is true to their core. And if you check their interior and decor,
It's
very simple.
Yeah.
They let the whole food do it, okay? And once you see them, and a while ago when we first came in, you can see while we order our food, you can see the kitchen, their busy kitchen, serving all our orders. So it's really a whole nice experience, especially if you're having your first In-N-Out experience. Right?
Yep. It's a good thing I didn't have breakfast, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I skipped it because I was asleep.
Really good. And that's why did they never bother to have it in these processes?
It's a very, I actually don't know, but it's a very West Coast brand. At the same time that Shake Shack actually was a very East Coast brand. But Shake Shack started diversifying their, spreading out. They have it in the Philippines,
Guys, do you want some? It's so good. I wish we have In-N-Out here.
Who? Your one's also good. I like that.
But that's in New York.
No, they have it here.
Oh, they have it here?
That's really
But the burgers in Five Guys, I noticed it's more greasy. It's greasier. And they have too much flavors, toppings, combos. Unlike here, it's really stripped down
Simple,
burger.
yeah. Maybe the reason why they kept it on the West Coast is to actually make people come here.
Can you eat? Do you think so you can eat something like that before a typical girl contestant competes for a preliminary competition? Would you advise her to down a burger before?
I mean, there are girls that don't get bloated, so if you don't, like, fine, because then you will feel like self-conscious about it. But if you don't really care, why not? I mean, you still need energy and food in your system for it, so.
Guys, she's almost done with her double burger.
I'm skinny, but I eat. I'm skinny because I do my exercises.
How many times do you work out?
I try to do it 4 times a week. And you know that.
Do you have a trainer?
No, not anymore. I work out by myself. I
You have a
used to
home
have
gym?
trainer. No.
Is it more effective if you do your workouts alone than have a trainer with you to guide you? Or
Repeat?
is it better to
better.
work out on your own than hire a trainer to supervise your workouts?
No. I would say no, because if you don't know anything about exercises, when you're doing certain exercises and like focusing on certain areas of your body, you of course need to be checking your postures and everything. So sometimes if you don't know about it, you won't notice and you can just harm yourself. So that's why the trainer is there.
What's this?
Is that the shake thingy? Oh my god.
Oh my god, Valeria is ready.
I'm eating for the whole day now. I got my calories for the day for sure. For sure.
It's really good. I envy you girls like you. You don't have to, you know, who can eat anything and still look so good and maintain their figure always fine.
But you know, it's honestly easy. I mean, I keep mine because I like to do exercise and I like to keep myself healthy and all of that, but I don't deprive myself of eating stuff like this. So as long as I can work out and just like eliminate those.
But you can't work out now because you're in quarantine. You're on a working schedule. So you'll just sweat it out once you go back home.
Literally.
You know? Gosh. So every time you come to the US, which parts of the US do you usually go to? Or when you normally go for, is it when you, the last times you've been to the US, is it for work or is it for leisure?
Oh, like my last trip was back in like to the US back in October, but that was like for vacations and leisure. I was in Florida for the horror nights. The Universal Horror Nights. Before that, I think that before that was in New York for SUPRA, my SUPRA year, for the Puerto Rican Day Parade. But like the other times I've been, it's like New York to. Once it was for one of the venues of Fashion Week. Another time was like a school trip that we were in New York and Washington.
Oh, yeah. You really had a productive time when you were reigning.
Yeah.
How many countries were you able to visit during your reign?
I think it was 15.
15! Wow! You're one of the most... Well,
So far.
15, wow!
I was in.
Supra's really getting big. I noticed it has been expanding, growing, yeah, attracting more countries, and then with their recent superstar search, all the more it's even attracting newer audiences. Andre and Gerard are really know their marketing. They know how to brand themselves, their pageant.
They are really working hard for it to grow. But yeah, I did Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, of course Poland, Slovakia, Belgium.
It never came to us.
I know, it was not my fault. I'm not the one managing the calendar.
What's the secret? You know what is the reason why Puerto Ricans are really doing so well in pageant? I mean, especially Miss Supranational. You were the reigning in 2018, and then in 2019, you guys almost won again.
I think it's like culturally like in our blood, I guess. We grow up since very little watching a lot, especially Miss Universe. Because of course, like it's very well known in whole Americas, and I just don't know. I mean, we just give it our all. And we
Is it
have, like,
because
the spice.
because of your?
Puerto Rican
Is it
spice.
because it's a combination of being? You guys were once a colony of the Americas, right? Of the America, right? So is it because of the combination factor of being colonized by the Americans and then your Hispanic culture? So the fusion is so beautiful. I have yet to see an ugly Puerto Rican in my lifetime. I swear. I mean, yeah, I swear.
I mean, culturally, in terms of looks, we're a mix of three races. We're Taino, which were our native Indians. So, of course, colonizers from Spain, and then we have slaves that were brought in, African slaves. So it's a mixture of three races there. So can literally find a Puerto Rican that's blonde. You can find a Puerto Rican that's black. You can
Yeah.
find tan, like whichever shade
I
and
feel like every
hairstyle.
person in your island nation is freaking gorgeous. I swear. Whether in Miss Universe or in other pageants. And you know what? When we finally won in 2018, I think it was like I finally got what Supranational is always looking for in a way. Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
I know I still have a lot of things to work out.
with sweet, and you know that striking, someone who has that striking beauty, who has a very, very good and pleasing personality. Not just personality, someone who really has great attitude. Who has no airs, someone who easily gets along with. Because I noticed that with you,
Thank you. I love
Antonia,
that
and
sort
now
of
Shani.
compliment.
I noticed there is a trend since you got crowned. I noticed the type of beauty that the organization is looking.
Yeah, so
So I'm also learning.
I think that when Andre came into the picture in half of Jenny Kim's reign, it's so funny that what he envisions for SUPRA and what he and Gerhard talked about what they wanted for the images of SUPRA, it pretty much aligned with my same mentality for what a beauty queen should be. So I think that probably helped me out. Because of course I was not the one with the best catwalk. I still had a lot to work on in terms of my catwalk. But I knew what I had to do. I mean, I was a Pageant follower
Yeah.
2012. So it was my first experience, but I didn't know what it took to like work out the whole thing about throughout the concentration and like how to be and everything. And I was in no terms I was just me. It was literally what you're seeing here right now is the same thing I was back then. With longer hair. But I just think that it was like the moment. We just aligned and I was apparently what they were looking for and so it just happened.
And
So were you really surprised?
You know, this is something people know, but I simply wasn't. Because I was very confident every single step I was making. And on that day, in the morning, I had a feeling that I was gonna win. I was gonna go back to my room with the crown. And I kept it to myself because I'm kind of superstitious in that way. So I just shut it. I didn't say that
So you're even to your
anyone.
roommate.
No, anyone, not even my parents, not even my director, no one. And it happened.
So you were, but you can feel it, right? You can
Yeah.
feel it.
So you weren't looking at the final leaderboards.
That's what happened when Sushi
No,
was
that's the
there.
thing. Like, you can see, like, if you look back, some of them, of course, leaderboards are for fans and like for what people think. I made my own leaderboards, like in terms of hot picks and everything. If that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So that's for the fans and for people to know. But we, when we're fans, we're not in the interviews, for example, and we are not in the whole process of
Can't see the point.
concentration. So we have people that we don't have a complete sense of what's going on. And I don't let that go into my head. Of course, some of them place me like a little bit lower and stuff. That's what I keep telling girls. Like, don't get yourself up or down in terms of emotions when you see hot picks, because it can work in the girl's mentality and then like take it wrong. So in my case, I thought I am very much mature in terms of my mentality and how I handle myself and everything, and I just ignored that. I was like, okay, fine. I mean, thank you, because they see me like at least in the top 10. Like, that's amazing. That means that I'm making myself visible. But I don't know. I was just let it be. Whatever happens, happens.
What was your biggest competition that time?
You know what? That's so crazy because I literally said in the first week when I met Valeria, and not because you guys know her now, because you're here, I literally told my national director, USA, it's like if they want someone that speaks and that's very outgoing, USA is my competition. Of course, your biggest competition is yourself because you get into your head, like you can just like go blind. But I literally told him that she's a very, very beautiful girl. She speaks like you. If she enters the room, you literally see her and you can hear her. And he was like, oh, she speaks more than you? I'm like, yeah, she does. So I always saw her there, and that's the thing, I told her something like that when we were holding hands. If you see in the recording, we kind of like talked something there, and I told her, I always saw you in this position. She was like, yeah, why? And I told her, I told you later because now we have to listen. So, but yeah, it was because of that. Her whole personality, the way she speaks, the way that she makes herself noticeable, and of course she's beautiful. So that's why I saw her as a friend.
I remember the Asians were also very competitive during your time. Our country, Philippines, and even Vietnam,
Yep.
who also joined Asia next up
Yeah.
to the oh my god. Even Indonesia was also very competitive that time. Yeah. Wilda.
I love
I get
her
why she-
slogan. Wilda will do it.
Oh!
I love that slogan. I was like, I wish I had a name like that to make a slogan.
But you know what? I'm glad that the pageant, they're moving the pageant to an earlier time slot or play date since last year. Because I noticed when you guys do it in December, it's so cold. You guys are all freezing in winter. There's hardly anything to do. You are all in your fur coats,
For a
throwing
Puerto
snow.
Rican, I wish it would still be in December because I get summer 365 days a
Us
year.
to, I mean, you know, I would really want to see you guys in swimsuit in the outdoors. But if you guys are all bundled up and covered up all throughout, yeah. Most of their pre-judging would always happen indoors.
Yeah.
Because probably of the weather outside.
Yeah.
But you know what? What I like about SUPRA so far in the way I have been seeing things, I noticed, you know, they kind of spread out the special awards. They kind of spread the wealth to the girls. And like, whoever wins, it doesn't mean that whoever wins all these special prizes or awards beforehand would, you know, would normally win in the end. I noticed, especially last year or even in recent years, the ones who win don't necessarily win all these special awards on the side. I noticed that. Because
I
that
didn't
would
win
really
any in my time.
Yeah.
I didn't win any. The girls thought I was going to win the top model of the Caribbean, and I didn't. It went to Haiti. So I was like, okay. But that's the thing, like, that's why I keep telling you, like, those are, when you're very mature mentally, like, you don't let those things get into your head, into your game plan. Like, I was like, okay, I didn't get it, so, okay, I want the bigger one. I want the crown. I want it.
Now that, speaking of being mentally fit, do you think based on your experience, you know, girls joining pageants like Supranational should be quite older so that they can handle everything psychologically, mentally?
Not older. Because I don't think, you can find sometimes people that are, I think for example Carla, I think it's like 5 years less than me, which is 21. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, Carla. But I know she's younger than me, and still her mentality, I even feel like she's even on a upper level than me. So I don't think it's an age thing. I do think that all pageants in general should be at least until 31 or 32, not 20 something. Because nowadays you still have beautiful people, beautiful girls that are 28, 29, 30, 31, 30, 30 driving and thriving as in. So,
Hold on.
yeah.
National is what? That's how did you compete in other competitions before Supranational?
Magkano na kami? Top.
Just in a kind of like a modeling competition back home, but not like pageant.
So that's your first beauty pageant competition?
I knew I wanted to give it my all. I have always been asked, do you want to be Miss Supranational? Puerto Rico, and I was not ready. I was not going to compete until I felt ready. And before being appointed Miss Supranational, I was already discussing with some other people, some other team, about competing Miss Puerto Rico for one of the Caribbean Sky competitions. But the national director here came up to me. He first offered me the opportunity to be Puerto Rico's top model of the world. And I said yes, because I was like, you know what? I think I should gain a little bit of experience and then compete in like a big pageant. And suddenly, then it changes. He was like, you know what? After we met, we're gonna appoint you for Miss Supranational. I was like, oh, okay. You think I can do it? I mean, it's a big pageant. And it's my first experience. I was like, oh, we can do it. I don't know. So it happened. I went there, and I knew I was going against girls that were already super experienced. Yeah, like they had competed in Miss World, Miss International. I think Poland had competed in both of them. So I knew that it was like a lot of work. But I still gave it my all because I felt it. So that's another thing I tell to girls. Sometimes they're like, oh, someone's telling me like I should compete. If you're not ready, if you don't feel it, don't do it. So yeah, that's pretty much my story of how I got to Supranational. Over burgers and fries.
Burgers and fries.
So what are you doing now after winning?
I am trying to pass my work on medical technology. But with so many things going on, I haven't been able to study that much.
Yeah, because you have all this attention to, like...
Not really, because after I got done with SUPRA, the government was very clear on something. Go back and finish your studies.
And then we'll give you work after you graduate.
Oh, who knows? I don't know, but but he was like Gerhard is like much like a dad. And he cares for us really just like a dad. But that's the thing. I came back. I just finished because I just finished in December, like the bachelor in itself. But now I have to study all of the things that I was studying for to actually pass the board. That's the thing I haven't been able to do since December. But it's because I'm also working as a project manager of our national pageant back home. And we've been filming, we've been doing a lot of stuff. Not only that, I'm also working, and now I have this trip, and there's a lot going on. But as soon as I'm done with all of that, in June 5th, when we finish the pageant, I have time to study.
What course are you taking up?
Not necessarily courses. I need to just like study everything I studied for my bachelor's to actually pass the test. So that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of going over everything.
So like review.
Yeah, like a review. Yeah.
I hope you had so much fun. I hope you're having so much fun with us.
I am.
Reliving your super journey over burgers and fries. Yeah.
I am.
I can't wait to see you judge who you will pick for the inaugural
We will
Mr.
see.
Supranational USA under a new franchise.
Yeah.
So that's it. See you soon. Bye.
Next about